We all know how revolutionary the first iPhone was, but it had a huge problem. It was expensive. Paying $500 for an on-contract phone was a huge deal. So at August of 2007, Apple introduced iPod Touch, which was basically iPhone but without cellular functionality, and it costed $200 less than iPhone. This was an instant hit like the iPhone. Now fast forward to 2010, Samsung launched their first proper iPhone rival, the Galaxy S. Like Apple, they also launched their own iPod Touch rival, the Galaxy Player, in 2010 IFA. But unlike iPod Touch, it never became that popular. Rather, it faded away with time. So what exactly happened? Why Galaxy Player lost against iPod Touch unlike their phones? This is the story of Samsung's forgotten iPod Touch rival. Before progressing further, if you like this kind of videos, then hit the subscribe button. As I mentioned before, the first Galaxy Player, the Galaxy Player 50, was launched in IFA Berlin 2010. During its lifetime, Samsung launched about 6 models of Galaxy Player. Like iPod Touch, these devices were Android-powered smartphones without cellular connectivity. But unlike iPod Touch, Samsung Galaxy Player offered different screen sizes ranging from 3.2 inch to as far as 5.8 inch. The specs of Galaxy Player 50 is on the screen. It wasn't that well received due to having sluggish performance and not so good music player. So at the end of 2011, their successor Galaxy Player 4.0 and 5.0 were launched, which were identical aside from their screen sizes. They also included stereo speakers, which iPod was missing. But due to being more expensive than its rival iPod Touch 4, in addition to new competitors like Amazon Fire Tablet, no wonder it couldn't hold up. So as last-ditch effort, Samsung launched the Galaxy Player 3.6 and 4.2 in first quarter of 2012. The reviews were well received, but it was too little too late. iPod Touch was already dominating the market at that point. So after that, Samsung never released another Galaxy Player in US and Europe. But at the end of that year, they released Galaxy Player 5.8, which had a huge 5.8-inch display and was also exclusive to Korea. Samsung silently pulled the plug on Galaxy Player lineup at the same year. But why iPod Touch won but Samsung Galaxy Player failed? Although I couldn't find any sales figure or any article on this topic, but I have some theories. One being Samsung was really late to this market. If we look at the sales figure of iPod Touch from Statistica, we can observe that when the first iPod Touch was launched, iPod sales were at their peak. But when Samsung entered the market, iPod sales already started to fall, which kept falling in the following years. So no wonder why Samsung couldn't keep up. Another theory is that their marketing and availability weren't as good as iPod. Lastly, Android phones were getting a lot cheaper. At the same time, Samsung was already selling phones of same price in other regions, which were also selling really well. As a result, it was more profitable for Samsung to sell more budget smartphones rather than selling this media player. So that's how Samsung Galaxy Player became the forgotten iPod Touch rival. And that wraps up today's video. If you have any video requests, then share it in the comments below. Thanks for watching, like and share this video and also subscribe this channel. Until next time, bye.